Hello, everybody. I am Yolanda Marie. I hope everybody is doing well, feeling well. The solar activity is still in play. Still take care of yourselves. This is ongoing, you guys. Now, we should be, hopefully by the time you're listening to this, in the energy of a new moon in Aquarius. This is perfect timing for this, as many structures are being infused with your energy. This Aquarian energy is in the mix. My guides have some information about what is happening during this new moon energy that most of you here realize is actually a result of what we have collectively agreed ourselves to experience as humans on this planet. Now, this might feel like the beginning of something new, this Aquarian energy, this Aquarian new moon. And side note here, it's very aptly timed because now your energy is being infused into the planetary field and therefore into many structures. It's shifting solid structures like programs that have been deeply rooted within humanity for centuries. Okay, really for thousands of years, for thousands of years. So not just modern structures, but deeply rooted dynamics between and across groups, cultures, systems. All of these things are shifting. So this new moon is really important. And so, yeah, the guides are saying it might feel like this. You might feel this energy of the beginning of something new, and it's around a kind of clarity. It's around a kind of freedom around work. It's more joyful. It's happier. It's lighter. You might feel this coming in. So if you feel this rushing into your life and it's a little unfamiliar, try and allow this to come in. Now that's coming through now. Now this energy is helping the collective to feel more emotional and spiritual balance, almost like a happy distraction is the way the guides put it, because these are very unpredictable planetary shifts that are occurring right now. So there's a new sense of determination, even almost like a winning at all costs sort of thing. And this is to bring in something new. Now, remember, this is on a collective level. So yes, individually, you might feel very determined in this broad sense or in a specific area of your life. But imagine that on an either subconscious, perhaps a superconscious, or a combination of the two, okay? Whichever way you approach this, your way of viewing this, just imagine that layers of people that you can't see are participating on a planetary scale to move this energy in a new direction. It's very, very exciting what's happening right now. And of course, this is going to come with the kind of pushing against. So you can still expect to see things you might not enjoy seeing. That's the nature of this. It's the nature of how reality is created. It's the nature of how different energies interact with each other. And so, but you might be surprised to witness this new kind of strength and authority come forward that has not been seen in some time. And by some time, the guides are speaking about thousands of years, thousands of years. Think about this dynamics between different groups, across and between cultures, systems, within solid structures, things that have basically placed systems where they are today. For thousands of years, what's been leading up to where they have ended up, that is all being uprooted. So the way that men view women, the way that one country views another country, the way that a collective sees monetary value, the way that people see the educational system, there are feelings coming up, and these feelings are so new and so fresh, brilliant, and lighter and airier that they are literally shifting what's happening. And this new moon energy, as we've collectively agreed would happen, is going to help shove things in this direction even further. Here are the Arcturians. This comes with a new type of leadership fueled by a desire to create new things, rooted in new ideas, coming from a sense of frustration with an inability to clearly interpret what is happening around the planet. So you see, through this frustration, as the Arcturians put it, people are inevitably leaning in another direction, looking for answers. It's forcing a change. The unknown is forcing a new known into light. and in many cases involving the framework of social institutions creating new processes, making it up as they go along in hopes that it will be able to keep thriving. Now let's come back to the making it up as they go along. Okay, this is really, really important. That's that sort of forced, pushed change where you're not really sure where you're going. And now what they're talking about here are institutions primarily. They're not really sure what their heart is doing, individuals involved in this. Not necessarily. Now, of course, there will be some sprinkled throughout who do know what is going on very consciously. But honestly, it doesn't even matter. Let the heart lead. That's what's really beginning to happen here, even through the shoving, through the pushing, through the fighting, through the trying to understand in their individual lives. It's like there is just a wave coming of people who are letting their heart lead even when they don't realize it's what they're doing. And so the making it up as they go along is just sort of like, well, we need to keep running. We need to keep serving people. We don't know how to do this differently, so we got to shift these rules. We are shifting how we do it. We're shifting how we hire. We're shifting how we distribute these funds or how we distribute this resource. We're shifting how we engage with people because the old way we engaged with somebody doesn't feel right in my body. Now, when I engage with this person this particular way, I go home and I think about this now. I feel different about this now. You guys, this is happening right now in real time. So to get back to how the guides put it, they're saying that so many do not want to see what they view as years of hard work go to waste. But they also can no longer deny that the previous ways of thinking and feeling and operating are fast becoming obsolete. This has not only to do with action, but also the motivation behind the action. And so businesses that are having a hard time feeling into the newer energies have a fear of being rejected by society at this point in ways that will have a long-term negative effect on the old economic structure. For many who are married to old paradigm ideals which center around competition or survival mode, particularly concerning economy, family dynamics, and educational or medical institutions, it is a challenge to let go during these next few months and imagine something new. So yeah, we get back to that frustration that you might see happening around you. And as within, so without, as above, so below. Yes, so you might feel a sense of frustration in your own life as something new tries to birth itself as well, okay? It might not be on the scale that you see with people around you, because if you are listening to this transmission, you are more awake and aware and able to deal with those type of emotions. But most people around the planet are not necessarily going to be as good at handling that type of cognitive dissonance. And at this point, it's a heart intelligence dissonance. Okay. So we're graduating from the mental processing stage of analyzing this to analyzing it at a heart level as well. There's a dissonance between how the heart used to behave versus how it wants to behave now with these new energies incoming. Here are the Arcturians. As collectives around your planet begin to allow the new energies to set sail, there is a clarity waiting to be uncovered from the consciousness of even those deeply rooted in the polarities. And as always follows, there will be a cascade of opening minds as a result. This feels like a risk to so many who have lived much of their lives under the illusion of fear and competition for survival on the planet. But out of the deepest sorrows and traumas can be born the greatest change. Have faith as humanity is uniquely tailored for this very task. We are the Arcturian Council. We love you. End transmission.